I have a crisp Sprite we're gonna crack open. But first off, if I see a little out of it, it's because I am. No, I am not on any other than my prescription medicine that I am on. I'll admit that. I am just so sleep deprived. I've slept terribly all week. Well, I guess last week. Last week I slept terribly every single day. And it's like, it made me low-key go crazy. I don't know why. Growing up is so weird because shit that, ooh, shouldn't curse, not in the first minute. Stuff that used to affect you, like, doesn't, like, didn't used to affect you, affects you so much harder now. So no, I'm not like, I am just literally so exhausted. And I was filming this video, and literally this is how I was filming it. I was like, I am really like, I'm like, girl, you're acting like you've consumed the devil's lettuce. Which, by the way, hand on the Bible, I have not. So it's like, girl, this is getting ridiculous. So if I talk a little slower, that's why. Anyways, I want to talk about my week, specifically the media I consumed this week. My week was a little interesting. It started off Tuesday. I was walking back from Circle K and got a QT drink thrown at me. So that's how my week started. But I had a pretty productive week up until the weekend when I just was so tired. Like, all the bad sleep hit me, and now I am recovering, but I'm doing better. So I mainly want to talk about the books I've been reading, but I'm also watching 2 TV shows, which I talk about quite a lot, so we're not going to talk about them too much, but we're going to talk about them. Anyways, first off, let's crack open this crispy Sprite. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, let's take a crispy drink. Crispy. I meant to say crispy sip, not crispy drink. Okay. 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 So, according to my calculations, according to my records, I wish I was chewing gum in these videos. I feel like it'd make it so much better. According to my records, I watched 2, 4, 6, 7. I watched about 13. Wait, yes, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 episodes of TMNT. I'm about to start season 4, which I am nervous for because every single time I've only watched TMNT 2 other times, and both times, once as like a literal child and then once as a literal child again, but as a 16-year-old child. I stopped watching at season 4, so I am a little nervous, like pretty early on in season 4, so I am a little nervous, but I'm determined. So, and I'm way more nervous about season 5. Season 4 is like, but I also am not prepared for Master Splinter's death. Yes, I'm not prepared. The episode I just watched was so cute, but also so sad. It was, they travel back in time to, like, save Master Splinter, like, when he originally, like, him and Shredder fought, and, like, Shredder took Karai. And little Miwa, like, playing on Leo's. I love Leo so much. He is so cutie-patootie.com. So, that was very special to me. I don't know what this is. What is this? I think it's a donut. Wait, donut glaze? We'll just do a little switcheroni. Now you don't gotta look. But yeah, it was so cute, but so sad. I actually really like, Shen, I think is Master Splinter's wife's name. Really liked her. She was really sweet, really cute. Sad she's dead. That's how I feel for a lot of characters. I'm like, damn, sucks you died. Hello, it's me. I'm in heaven now. So sorry I died. That's Master Splinter talking to his children after he dies. So sorry I died. That's not funny. I'm coping hard. I don't want to watch Master Splinter die. I don't want to watch it. I am terrified. Terrified is the only word I can use to describe it. I am shaking in my boots. So, moving on. Really enjoying Ninja Turtles. It's probably my favorite show I've ever watched. This is like the most invested I've ever been in a TV show since I was like a child. Just burped. I didn't watch a lot of media. I didn't consume a lot of media growing up, like in high school. So I was more focused on my own characters, which is still cool. And I'm now like getting back into those characters, which is really fun. At least till I die. But it's fun for like doing something for the first time in adulthood that you haven't done since you were a kid. I feel like that's how a lot of people feel like getting back into reading, but that's how I feel about getting back into media in general. So I do think that Ninja Turtles will always have like a very special place in my heart. I would love to get a Ninja Turtle tattoo. I don't know what I want yet, but I would love to get a Ninja Turtle tattoo. I don't know what yet, but I really do love it. I really do love it. I'm also of the belief that like tattoos don't have to be serious. Like you don't always have to get a serious tattoo. You can just kind of get whatever you want because it's kind of your body, and it kind of doesn't matter what other people think about your body. But maybe that's just a woke radical leftist take, is that people can do whatever they want with their bodies. It's almost like it's there, but it's almost like it's not your body. There's like obviously exceptions, like, you know, getting like inappropriate stuff tattooed on you or like hate symbols. That's an exception, but like even nudity, I'm like, to an extent, I'm like, it's natural. Like women's boobies are natural. Anyways, I'm also watching Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. What episode am I on? Let's see. Oh, I also, I'll talk about that after. Yes. I'm on episode 11. I'm liking Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, okay, here's a, I'd recommend TMNT to weird alt girls who enjoy kind of a spooky, like, weird show. TMNT is spooky, definitely, at points. I feel like especially in the first 2 seasons, it has a lot of spook factor to it, like, and also parts of season 3 definitely have, like, spooky episodes. If you want, like, an alt thing, I consider TMNT alt. So I don't know. I consider it alt. I recommend TMNT. I really do. If you are really into children's media and really like children's media and like don't get annoyed easily by children's media, not that Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated is annoying at all, but like you can really tolerate children's media, because there is points where I'm like, Fred and Daphne would get along so much better if they just communicated. That would be crazy. So if you can handle that, I do recommend it. I feel like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated is like one of the holy grails of children like Mount Rushmore, to me at least, Mount Rushmore. At least like it's something, if you like children's media, you should watch. My biggest complaints is I wish it was more diverse, and I wish they made Velma a lesbian. Don't know why Velma wasn't a lesbian, because her and Hot Dog Water are so. But I do recommend it. I'm also playing Telltale Batman. I don't know if I can just say Telltale and people understand. I had a thought last night. It's like, if I say, oh, I posted it to my story, do you know what I mean? Because I was thinking about, like, duty and writing. Like, oh, she posted something to her story. But, like, would older people know what I mean? Like, what is the age range for I understand what it means to say I posted it to my story? And nobody's gonna watch this video, most likely, which is fine. But if you are seeing this video, just, like, would you know what I mean? As I posted, what? Sometimes I just talk. I'm playing Telltale Batman. I don't know if I can just say Telltale and you'll understand. I don't think so for a lot of you. Because I don't think it's like a common, like, I don't think people here Telltale think Batman. I do though. I finished I got to, spoilers, Falcone got shot. I was not expecting that. It's going good. It's fun. It's a fun time. I am enjoying it quite a bit. I enjoy being Batman. I don't know. I think my favorite part of the game, maybe just like talking to the people, like not necessarily the action parts, but like the talking to people, I do think is like really interesting. And like also I do think my favorite Batman villain, depending on how this goes, will be Two-Face, Harvey Dent. I really enjoyed him in the A Lonely Place of Dying, which is like the comic Tim Drake gets introduced. I really enjoyed him in that. I was like, he's such a weird freak. And my dad did spoil it for me. He's like, oh yeah, Harvey gets, because I knew Harvey's Two-Face. He's like, oh yeah, Harvey gets turned into Two-Face when he gets elected for mayor. And I was like, oh. I mean, I could have guessed that, but thanks, Dad. So that's everything I'm doing that's not book-wise. Now let's get into books. Have a celebratory drink. Get into books. Delicious. Okay, I'm gonna start first with the two middle-aged books I've read / I'm currently reading. One I'm currently reading, but I'm going to finish today. I'm on like, let's see what page I'm on. I'm on page 108. No, I'm further than that. I'm on page 115. And there's only like 208 pages. So I have like about 100 pages left, and there's The Witches by Roald Dahl, and then I also have Matilda by Roald Dahl. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I'm pretty sure I am, but anyways. So, some lore. I haven't read either of these before. Well, now I have. But before, a couple days ago, I hadn't read either of these, but I read some of Roald Dahl's work when I was in inpatient, for my mental health, and they really helped me. They really brought me so much comfort. There's a specific book. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Dampian, the Champion of the World. I think it's that one. That one brought me so much comfort as a kid. I was 16, which is a kid in my opinion. It brought me so much comfort. It was such a comfort to have. So I got these both from the library bookstore. This is actually from my library. They just got rid of it. That's why the thing is through there. I did not steal this. It is priced. They were selling this. And then this is somebody else's, and I'm going to cover. I put my name in it. But it has some writing in it. Oh. Okay, hopefully you can't read that. It has that. So these are both old books, like they're clearly old, which I'm not a big owning physical books. I love physical media, but books are probably the ones that I own the least of. I'm more of a DVD girl. It's mainly my main thing. I also like CDs, but mainly DVDs. So I would love to own all of his books and have them fully annotated. I first read Matilda, which I have fully annotated. This is all the chapters I cried at. Cried a couple times. I cried like 3 times. I cried like 4 times, but I have annotated everything. So I sorry, I got a text. Didn't mean to get too close to you. I love these books. The Witches I have less fond feelings about. You don't know, I'm a practicing witch of 6 years, so I was like I'm more taking the joke in it. I don't think this is serious, and I do think it is a really good metaphor for child abusers and like predators being anywhere. They look like normal people, they act like normal people. I also really enjoy in both books the magical realism, just more so in The Witches than Matilda. Like, there's more magical realism, but I just really enjoy how like funky they are. Like, how just like unrealistic stuff happens. And like, there's no way that would happen in real life, but it's happening and it's fun. So The Witches I really enjoy. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it yet, but it's going to be high. Roald Dahl's probably my favorite children's author. I don't really read children's books. The most I'll do is YA, but I'm really enjoying him. Matilda was a 5-star, 6-star, because for me 6 stars are like books in their own category, like either like YA, like the best YA book I read, or like the best, let me make sure my phone's charging. Yes, okay. The best children's media I've read, or like the best horror I read. So that's 6 stars. So this is a 6-star. It is absolutely incredible. I think it's such a good story and message, and I think it's important that it is middle-aged to show young kids like what abuse is and why it's wrong, and like you're not a bad person if you've gone through this, and like to give them hope and stuff. It's very emotional. Miss Honey's story made me cry. That chapter had me sobbing. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. I cried like in total like 3 or 4 times. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful and I love it. And it's also such a gorgeous book. It's a gorgeous book. And also Miss Honey is so cute. Look at her. Let me get her. Look at her. Look at Miss Honey. Look how cute she is. Look how cute she is. I hope every child who grew up in an abusive home finds a Miss Honey. Every child deserves a Miss Honey. Even if you didn't grow up in an abusive home, children deserve comfort people that aren't their parents. Just be nice to kids. Like, it's not hard. Literally not hard. I will say, something I was not prepared for when I became an adult was realizing how horrific abuse against children is. Because, like, when you're a child, like, yeah, obviously that's bad, but, like, that's what I experienced. Like, who cares? And then, like, as an adult, seeing other children, like, go through abuse, like, oh my god, the babies! Protect the babies. That's how I feel. So, it is sad. Anyways, now we're going to talk about the audiobooks I am currently reading, or have read. First off is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, I think is how you say it. I did not like this book. I didn't like the book. I recently was watching a book talker, and she was talking about the love hypothesis, which I probably will disagree with her on this take just because I like Kelly Hazelwood, but she's like, it's the most book I've ever read, and that's exactly how I feel about Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I'm like, it's a book. It's a book. I feel like nothing interesting happened, nothing of worth happened. The characters I weren't super attached to. It just wasn't like... It was a book. And that's about all I can give it. It was a book, and book things happened. And that's about it. That's about it. It just, like, it wasn't interesting to me. Like, it wasn't poorly written. My complaints aren't like it was super YA to the point it was unenjoyable. Because I believe that, like, judging people for reading YA books is often rooted in misogyny. And also, like, elitist as fuck. But I also think, like, it wasn't because it was, like, a super YA book or, like, it had a bunch of YA tropes. I think it was actually really well written for a YA book. Not that YA books aren't well written, but, like, I think a lot of the time you read, like, romantasy and stuff, you're like, you see all the same tropes. Like, she's super skinny, she's super frail. I didn't see that at all with this. And also the writing wasn't bad. It's just like nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Nothing at all happened. Like nothing happened. It was just like bleh, you know? It was just bleh. It was just like bleh. So I was originally gonna do like a book club where we're reading all of her backlog. I'm no longer doing that just because also like I probably would have continued it if there weren't other books I wanted to read. Like there's so many other books I want to read. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to, like, the book was honestly like a 2.75. It was like it was bad. It was bad. So yeah, but now I've read 45 books this year. Read 45 books. So that's cool. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. Like at all. Just whatever. I'm currently reading New Moon, which is objectively a worse book than Red Queen, and I am loving it. I hated Twilight, and I'm dreading Eclipse. I think Breaking Dawn could be fun. I am not looking forward to Eclipse, like, at all whatsoever, just because it's so annoying. And I hate Edward Collins. I hate Edward Collins so much, but I'm really enjoying New Moon. My next two books I'm going to pick up are Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I'm just so excited. And then Never Was Not Night, which is like an anthology. Don't know what an anthology is. I know it's like similar to short stories, but yeah, I'm excited. So that's everything I consumed. This wasn't a good video, but at least I filmed a video. And I'm not going to do a thumbnail for this. Oh, also here's my copy of Newman. Okay, goodbye.